This morning I was cleaning the bathroom and my daughter came in and she had milk in her mouth and she suddenly put her hands over her mouth and sneezed. And she sneezed milk on the floor, on the toilet that I was trying to clean. And I got really, really mad. I told her to stand right there and wait until I was finished cleaning the toilet, and then I would clean her up. She began walking away, and I was telling her, come back here, and she wasn't listening to me, and she kept walking away. So I get up, and I chase after her down the hall. I get to her, and I grab her roughly by the arms, and bring her back into the bathroom, where I then proceed to roughly clean her up. And then I just left her crying and proceeded to continue cleaning. Well, she was obviously upset about all of this, and so she wanted to come give me a hug, and I was refusing because I was beyond enraged. But she kept wanting a hug, and she kind of just curled up onto my lap and kind of forced me to hold her. And then I just started crying because I realized just how horribly I treated her for such a small accident. I was crying and started rubbing her back and apologizing to her. I told her that I was sorry that Mommy doesn't have enough self-control and I let rage overtake me too much, too often, and that is a sin and that I'm sorry. My point in sharing this story is to explain how important it is that when we end up sinning against our children, that we admit it and that we don't shy away from explaining to our children exactly what's going on. I failed because I was enraged, and that was my fault. I should not have gotten enraged at an accident like that, and I had no self-control in that moment, and I treated my daughter poorly. And I want my daughter to know that. Her mother is not perfect. Her mother makes really bad choices sometimes, but I need to be willing to come to her and tell her that honestly, instead of just saying a quick sorry and brushing it off and moving on. I think we try to sometimes put on this air of perfection in front of our children because we want to seem like we've got everything under control and we're doing a good job. But I think our children need our honesty sometimes, and just telling them that what we did was a sin and explaining what we did that was wrong, apologizing for it, telling them that we are going to try to do better.